Hello, my name is Chris and I'm a U-Haul hitch professional. If you're planning on towing a trailer with your Mitsubishi Outlander Sport, then you're going to need trailer wiring. It is required by the law. Now let's take a look at how to complete this installation. You will need the following tools and supplies to complete this installation. Begin with the cargo hatch open and remove the floor covering. Remove the styrofoam pieces enclosing the spare tire. There are 2 Phillips head screws. You can see them when you move your jack equipment. Remove the Velcro carpeted trim. We can now pry up the trim clip. The trim clips in this vehicle, unlike most that look like this, you cannot depress the center to remove them. So we're going to gently pry them out of position and then we can refix them later. The center can now be pushed out so that it can be reseated when you're finished. All the trim clips like this in the vehicle will operate the same way. There is a second clip on the opposite side. The bar can now be lifted off the styrofoam that we need to remove. Now remove the rear scuff panel, gently lifting up, using a trim panel tool if needed. Remove the side cargo buckets. Use a trim panel tool to pry the clip from the body, and we can now remove the clip, push the bottom of the center to release the clip for installation later. If the customer's privacy panel is in place, remove it before proceeding forward with removing the trim. Lift it from the pegs, and then remove the string from the cargo door. You may also want to lower the rear seats. Remove the cargo fasteners with a 10mm socket. There is 2 on each side, 1 forward, 1 rear. Now release the trim from the vehicle body. Be mindful of the light on the passenger side. You will want to disconnect it before fully releasing the trim. Follow the vehicle wiring harness into the cavity behind the tail light, and this is where we can find the adapter to plug in. Due to the length, it is very, very short, but it is right here inside the cavity. Use a flathead screwdriver to depress the tiny tab on the connector. On the driver's side, you will find an additional 10mm fastener at the top of the black trim. Above the rear passenger seat belts, you will find a trim access cover. This cover is likely to pop off. Reach in and grab it as you release the trim to gain access to slide it away. If you struggle to release this connector, perhaps remove the tail light as you may gain a little more access to the tab. Let's take a look at how to remove a tail light as well. Use a flathead screwdriver to remove the trim cover and a Phillips head screwdriver to remove the 2 fasteners. We must now gently pull the tail light rearward. I like using soapy water to attempt to lubricate the body pin or pins underneath. Next, release the grommet from the vehicle body so we can gain access to the adapter. Wiggle gently so we don't tear anything. Depress the small tab on the vehicle side. You can now install the trailer wiring harness. Install the tri-colored wire on the driver's side, plugging the vehicle side adapter in and passing the tail light side connector out the tail light cavity. Begin with peeling the white wire toward the converter box. Pass the green wire to the passenger side. We will hide it behind the trim panels later. Use a 10mm socket to remove this fastener to affix the white ground wire. Pass the fastener through the ring terminal and re-secure it. Secure the converter box using double-sided tape. Use this grommet to gain access for your power wire. Let's go underneath, poke a hole with a sharp object like a small screwdriver, and then pass the power wire into the vehicle. Now connect the power wire and the converter box using the provided butt connector, or if you have it, a heat shrink butt connector. Now begin routing the power wire forward. Let's follow the vacuum and electrical lines over the rear crossmember and all-wheel drive components. From there, we can go around the driver's side of the gas tank to the front of the gas tank, where we will find the hard metal brake lines, and we can follow them all the way to underneath the engine compartment. Use zip ties to secure the power wire along the way. Once underneath the engine compartment, use a fishing pole or an extra length of wire to pass down the firewall, following our hard metal brake lines so we can retrieve the power wire and bring it back up. Tape your power wire to your fishing device and then pull it back up into the engine compartment. Continue routing the power wire to the vehicle battery by going underneath and around any components you can use as anchor points, being sure to avoid all the hot or moving parts. Use zip ties to secure it along the way. Prepare your fuse holder with the butt connector and ring terminal. Again, I'm going to use heat shrinks that are not provided with the kit. If you use a heat shrink butt connector, melt the ring terminal before applying to the battery so you're not aiming heat at your battery. We will get power from the battery positive connection. Remove this fastener with a 12mm socket. Place the ring terminal over the post, reaffix the fastener, and make sure the wire is aimed to the rear of the vehicle. Pass the power wire under this air duct and then connect it to the fuse holder. You can now install the fuse and test your wiring. Make sure to put the 4-flat connector in the spare tire area so we can re-secure all the trim. Now return all the previously removed trim and fasteners. Make sure to pass the 4-flat wiring and the green wire behind the trim to re-secure the cargo bin on the driver's side. Depress the center of these trim clips to lock them into position. Secure the excess green wire behind the trim panel now that it has been re-secured. The 4-flat connector can now be stretched out to your accessories or trailer and will be protected by the vehicle's weather stripping when the door closes. Now install your dust cover and use it as a reusable tie to coil up the wiring for storage. That concludes trailer wiring on your Mitsubishi Outlander Sport. Please remember to practice safe trailering, and we can't wait to see you out there. If you have any questions about the products seen in this video, or if you'd like to schedule an installation with your local U-Haul hitch professional, please visit us online at uhaulhitches.com. You can also download the U-Haul app using the link in the description for even more ways to manage your hitch and towing needs.